to spice up?
To spice up well, I think increase your fat.
So what do you feel increasing the fat will do?
Okay. So when you increase your fat, for
Mhm.
one, you're going to produce and utilize ketones, which is
Mhm.
going to improve mood, decrease irritability, get rid of depression, anxiety, maybe not super quickly, but it will go. It is going to give you faster energy. It's not faster than sugar, but it's sustained. So that's where that libido comes in. So you'll get more of the libido. You'll be able to stay, doing what you're doing much longer. You're going to have better hormones. So all of those systems that are in place in the body that were put there to work are going to work better. And so you will see an improvement. And some of these things do not happen overnight, especially like, we've had hysterectomies. So it took a while for my adrenals to take over and do what they're
Mhm.
supposed to do to help with the ovaries, but they will get there. But I
Mhm.
really think women, and even me, I mean, the first 2 years on carnivore, I caught myself barely putting any fat in, extra fat. And I thought, God, it's just stuck in my head. That's all we heard for so many years that, it's like, dang it, that's all we have. And so it's stuck in the back of your brain. You're like, oh, it's too much fat, or you pour it off. And I had somebody ask me today, she says, she doesn't have a gallbladder, so she's going to have to work her way into doing like the liquid fat. She's going to have to do more of the cold fat to begin with. Um, and she was like, I haven't had fat for this many years. I mean, no fat for
And that's
years.
why and I believe that's why you don't have a gallbladder, because it's like
Yes.
that sits there, turns into sludge because it's not going out. And I
Yeah.
let me tell y'all something. I believe that I am guilty of destroying my husband's gallbladder because
Mm.
no, I'm being dead serious. I tell him this after we started getting ourselves educated. It's like we were I told y'all how I made us go vegan. And so he fell off, but then at home, I didn't cook meat. I didn't, no meat
Mhm.
products. He would only have meat when he would leave and go on the road. So, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we're gonna get you can work on that question in your head. And when he was having this pain, we didn't know, and it ended up he goes to the ER, and they're like, now they scared me when they said that uh this had turned into sludge, and if that had went back over, it could have poisoned him. Is that true? Lying. That's so you just had a surgery. You could have
First
kept
of all,
your gallbladder.
it's not going to go that way anyway. Like, the worst thing that's going to happen is the gallbladder will get blocked. So the sludge sits there, and then it actually turns into stones over time. Then it'll block the duct that the bile comes out, because the bile is just sitting there in as a storage tank in the gallbladder. The liver sends it there, and then it goes out to the stomach and small intestine. But um, if those stones end up blocking the end of it, then you can get infection. And then that's when it's a serious thing. And even then, some of the doctors who are not in underneath the standard of care at corrupt hospitals are actually using antibiotics to save people's gallbladders. Because I had a surgeon one time, and I slapped him right on the back and said, we need to talk in the hallway, because he told a lady that he was going to go in and take out her gallbladder. And while he was there, he was just going to go ahead and take her appendix, because those are unnecessary parts. And I'm like, oh, hell no, we're going to go out in the hallway and talk. And I went out there and I said, what are you talking about? I said, are you telling me that God put all these parts in our body and we're not supposed to have, they're extra. That's not really necessary. I said, it absolutely is necessary. Why would you tell some? And he goes, well, you can live without them. And I said, well, I can live without a damn leg, but it doesn't mean I want it cut off.
Oh, I know. And that's another thing. Well, and then all right, so same person in regards to getting around 60, 70% of the
I do
calories from fat.
75 to 85% fat. And I basically listen to my body.
I know
I
I ain't
know, but
doing
I've been
this.
doing it a long time.
I
But
know I ain't doing that.
I do it um I start with fat, like I'll eat some fat bites, then I'll do protein, and then maybe I'll do some more ribeye fat bites, like I said, later just before bed. Otherwise, I don't eat a lot of protein later in the day. I try to have that done by like 2 or 3 o'clock because I don't want it to sit heavy. And so I just do a little bit of that fat, and I find that really helps with my sleep. So yeah, I'm kind of a jerk. No, I'm not a jerk. I'm a patient advocate.
No, listen, I'm like super, super. Because Frederick, okay, let me tell y'all what my husband going through right now. He is low energy right now. I think he saves energy for when I go around the corner. That's about it. It's like he just he kills me. I got about this much energy. He always got
Mhm.
energy for that. But that's what we've been talking about is that I look at him and say, "You don't eat enough fat. You are not eating enough fat." And I
Yep.
know that he isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, and that if he would up his fat, and I don't weigh anything, I don't measure out anything. I eat until I feel the energy. Like I eat enough fat until I'm like, yes, okay. You can actually feel it. I mean, it's like a switch that turns on. And if you overdo too much fat, more than your body needs, you're going to know because you will be in the bathroom in about 20 minutes. So then okay, so maybe just one handful of ribeye fat bites with that hamburger tonight or, something like that. But you'll know, and it's not going to hurt you if you do that because, okay, you're gonna go to the bathroom, big deal.
I know. I know, but that is like that's important. I have to. It's like I sit here and I know, okay, so my phone, there's a program on there about helping to remind you to drink water. I'm
Yeah.
going to activate that. I don't need help drinking water. When it goes, I'm going to go and eat some fat. I got to go and eat something. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I am not
Yeah.
taking in enough food. I'm not taking in enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you just have to do the higher calorie stuff, like the fats, like those ribeye fat bites and stuff, like with your lamb, and try to maybe do more fat than you are of the actual meat for a while, and see if that doesn't help. Thank
yeah,
you.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing, pregnancy and breastfeeding. So I'm here to make an early announcement that and a lot of times they say, no, wait a little bit longer. Well, you told me now. We're getting ready to have another grandbaby. And one of the things that I said to her was, would she go keto? And then ironically, we started talking and she said, I'm actually trying to find w- what I was created to eat. And I was like, "Oh, really? Hold on. I got something
I'll
for
tell you.
you." And then when we were talking, she was like, "Yes, yes." And then ironically, I haven't even shown Frederick this picture. This is the picture that came in. I don't know if y'all
Oh,
can
there
see.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all me. And then I looked down at the bottom and I said, "Okay, you ain't got enough fat in there, so you might throw some extra butter." She said, "Okay." But because
Yeah.
people, when I do, I pour all of that back over into my bowl, and I can spoon some fat. I just don't eat enough of it. I know what I'm getting
Yeah.
in is not
I
enough.
think, uh, I think bone broth for you, and add some butter or some extra tallow in it and froth that up. I think if you tried to sip on that a little bit throughout the day, because I know your stomach's small, that
But
that would be helpful.
so here's the thing with that. The only broth that I can drink continuously is chicken
Chicken.
broth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beef
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and then I can see myself, uh, now we're talking. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad she said that. Iodine. I wanna address that.
That's true.
Uh,
Noodles.
but wait a minute. So, let me finish my first thought. I already know, everybody know I'm not taking in enough. But on the iodine, when we were on our show on Monday, for those that don't know, we have a panel of ladies on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys were talking about iodine, and I ordered some. I'm gonna show you the bottle, not right now because it's in the other room, but I guess there was leakage on the outside.
Mm.
And so then I was afraid to use it because in actuality, the bottle burned my eyes. Does iodine burn your eyes? I was
Well,
scared. So I'm
I've
gonna
never put I've never put iodine in my eyes,
no, no, no,
so
no, no. What I'm saying is when I opened it, the
it
aroma
burned.
started burning my eyes.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So I
I
feel
get
like
this
something
close
wasn't
to
I
yeah,
felt like something wasn't right with the bottle. And then
yeah,
because it's iodine, they said I could not return it.
of course.
Right. And
Dump it
it was
out.
one of those, I did that
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So I would get a different I've
Wait
had
a minute. She
Lugol's.
said iodine is going to burn your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Let
I,
me go get this bottle. I know exactly
yeah,
where it
I
is.
was gonna say I'd grab it. I open mine up and I put it in my water, like if I'm doing my sprints on the treadmill or if
Yeah.
I'm
Hold on,
doing
y'all.
my turbo fire, I always put a couple drops in it and I do it in halfway in the dark. So I have it right by my face. I've never had it burn my eyes, but I never got it into my eyes. So I don't know. But I do think iodine is very important. I don't do it every single day. I usually do it every other day, and like I said, I just put it in my water, 2 little drops, and that's what I've done for a long time, years.
Okay, so I have it in this element box, but I'm going to show y'all and you tell me. So I'm glad you still on here too, Robin. So it came like not a, no, is this a plastic that it came in? Yes. And then I saw all this residue on it, right? And then when it got here, it was
You could smell it.
yes. And the reason, okay, there you go.
Oh, well, do you even have hardly any left in your bottle?
Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Because I just left this in here. All right. So this one, oh, wait a minute. You see the crud and stuff on it? But this one doesn't seem like it was leaking. This one really got the crud on it.
Yeah. Huh.
And I think this is the one that leaked.
Hmm.
Yeah. And okay, so this one, now that I'm looking at it, so here's the name, y'all.
It's
Should I?
Lugol's. Yeah,
So this is like the right stuff,
it's the right stuff.
baby. You see what I turned around? I was like, mm-mm. Okay, so all right. So now tell me, this says
I just do 2
0.25.
little drops.
Oh, two little drops.
That's
Okay,
it. 2 drops is that's gonna be the amount to use,
two
and you
drops
can put it in
per day.
anything. Per day or I do mine every other day. I did it daily for a long time, but
No,
um
Robin, they won't let me send it back. This is a
no.
non-returnable item.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and then it's not burning my eyes now, probably because that stuff didn't dried up because where it was sitting. So that was like the issue. So just two
Yeah.
drops into something for the iodine.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So back on pregnancy, um, and I think it was Dr. Barry. I was watching his videos a couple years ago, and he had some commenters, on his channel talking about like, well, we went carnivore and now we're pregnant. And they were both either like 49 and 50, something. I mean, they were up there. And one of them had never had children, ever, ever. She had polycystic ovarian, yep, syndrome. And the other one just had infertility, some other form of infertility. And doing carnivore fixed all of those hormones, did reset the body, got it back to homeostasis where it wants to be. And the next thing you knew, they were prego. So, and I think that's going to be the healthiest babies out there. They're going to be getting all of that nutrition. If there's anything I look back on, I'm glad that my son, I was keto already when I had him. I wasn't with my daughter, but I I was keto with him, and so it was a cleaner diet. Whether that's better, I don't know, but it's better than the standard American diet, but it wasn't as good as carnivore. But I think these people who, like Dr. Barry's wife, she she did carnivore-ish with both children, but she had a meat aversion, so it was a little bit harder for her during pregnancy. Some people do have a little trouble with that and have to eat either just specific meat or kind of go with different forms of protein during pregnancy. But as for like breastfeeding, I know 3 people that are breastfeeding that are carnivore, and their supply is ample, ample. Yes, I use the 2%.
What is the question? Okay, this the question. What is it? Oh, that's the stuff I just had. Okay, I
Yeah,
think. Oh, let me see what this is. Oh,
yeah,
that could be. I didn't. What did the? I didn't.
yeah. Because I think the majority of the ones that pop up when you're looking say 2, but you can always get 5 and 10. But
2%, 2 times 2 ounces. That's where is that where the two
yeah,
drops coming in?
the 2 drops measures out. That's what like Dr. Berg, Dr. Barry,
Let me see.
who else
Yeah,
was
this is
talking
two.
about it?
This is
Yeah,
two. So
yeah,
let me
and
see.
mine's 2%.
I use two, and okay. So wait a minute. The see that this stuff is strong. I just have to clean the outside of the bottles, y'all, and it's the paper and all this other stuff. Okay, I use it's the 2%, 3 drops, 3 or 2 drops. Okay, and then Robin says that she does the 2 as well. And how many drops? Okay, baby, this the first. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all play around if y'all want to, but on the carnivore, was that not like the first time that you really, really thought in your life? I think I'm gonna be here well over 100, barring anything that's happening or anything like that. I just think our outlook is so different. That means that I have 45 to 50 more years to go versus because I'm big on I go somewhere. I don't know if this is age, I don't know, but when I go, if my appointment at 10 o'clock, it all depends. By 10:15, adios. And here's why. When my mother, this really did it. When she used to go for chemo, if her appointment was at 8:30, the doctor was in there. Sometimes he was even standing at the door at 8:29. And he was on time. So it can be done.
Yeah,
So if I go
it
to the
can.
doctor, first of all, I'm not here for free. I'm paying you.
Mhm.
And so you're going to respect my time. Because it was
Yep,
after old girl had said, I don't have that many summers left. You get none of my you get 15 minutes of my
yep,
time.
that's
15
right.
minutes. Okay, hold on. What we got going here?
I
Laura,
think
can
there
you
was a
talk a
question too.
little
Mhm.
about arthritis? Can carnivore
Yes.
help with
Oh,
this?
yes. Oh, boy.
Have
Yes.
a cortisone shot in my knee yesterday. But that's
Yeah.
because okay, that's because of you was trying to do the wall Pilates. No, we
I
all
did the
talked
chair
about how hard
Pilates.
that was. Then we was talking about just how
Mm-mm.
hard that stuff was.
Nope,
Uh
I did the chair Pilates. You guys
look
are
at that. Look,
crazy.
that's what they asking. Are you still doing the wall Pilates?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Nope.
Dr. Bright
Chair.
recommends more for women who's pregnant or trying, I think. More,
Oh, yeah.
more what? Wall Pilates?
Probably the
The
iodine.
iodine. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a
Mhm.
minute. Okay, so
Yeah.
Laura, let's talk uh for Robin because
Yeah, for the
well,
arthritis.
here's my non-medical Robin. My non-medical says I've been jacking my body up for years. All right. Let's just go back that you have in high school. You kind of wanted to have a certain figure and all this other stuff. Then you get out by that 10-year reunion, you go back to high school, you don't want to be this, roly poly. And so we've been dealing with this stuff back and forth. And the way that we were losing weight, calorie deficit, or those pills, or somebody taking some, put 2 drops on your thing, get a B12
Cabbage
shot in.
diet.
I did the cabbage diet, girl, the egg
Mm,
diet, honey. Let me tell you about the
yeah.
egg diet. So we've done all of those things, and a lot of that is locked away in our bodies. And so now, how can I get upset when I've been doing carnivore now 306 days? So I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary, but then at the same time, I'm losing the weight, but I'm still feeling some kind of way. Well, I believe that that's because things were locked away in my fat. But Robin, too, I know. Look, Paul's talking about the grapefruit diet. Man, y'all gonna put some diets in there that
Oh,
that you tried, that you think.
oh
Now
my
I'm gonna tell you, I
God.
did the 10-day cleanse with the fruit juice and all that
Oh,
other stuff.
ooh, yes. Yeah,
She
that was
said that she
horrible.
might need a knee replacement. So go ahead, you can the
Yeah.
arthritis and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so arthritis is an inflammation, it's a disease of inflammation that's in there. And that doesn't only come from diet, that can be an old injury, that can be, and it doesn't have to be a major injury. It's not like you had to have your knee taken out. It's like all you had to do was have somebody, bump into the side of your knee and, you can tweak it a little bit. So I really think that this diet is going to give you the best outcome and get rid of the majority of the arthritis. You may be to that point where the damage is already done and you do have to have the carnivore diet. But I will tell you this, if you have to have surgery after being on carnivore, you are going to be so happy with how quickly you heal, especially if you do some fasting around that time. The decrease in the amount of inflammation you have after surgery and scar tissue is decreased when you are doing the carnivore, and especially with the um, fasting involved in it. So hopefully you don't have to have that, but if you do, at least you're a carnivore and you'll get back to health quicker, for
Yeah.
sure.
So far we've talked about some nutritional needs, deficiencies, and I feel that my deficiency is in fat. I already know, and every time that so for those that don't know, oh come on, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, I see y'all the zone diet. Oh come on, y'all
Oh,
reaching.
yep.
Um, so I'm starting a Wednesday show about the gastric bypass. We have Adrienne that was on The Biggest Loser, and then she had the gastric bypass surgery. I've had the gastric sleeve. And so we're going to, first of all, my goal is for people not to have this surgery. Oh my God, don't do it. Do not do it, because I promise I wish that I had some more stomach inside of me. So if you think of it that way, we're going to talk about what led us to that, and now how are our bodies reacting on the diet, because our surgeries were different. I don't know how they cut her stomach, but I know for me,
Mhm.
my what is it, ghrelin gland has been removed. So I don't get a hunger signal. And then
Right.
Dr. Chafee was trying to explain to me that, and don't let me jack his words up. I'm gonna show y'all the video.
Well, and then like her type of surgery cuts more of that bottom portion of the stomach, which is where like the B12 intrinsic factor is made, which is something that's really important to help send out and break down food to get the nutrients in, which is sometimes why some of those first gastric bypasses where they did so much of that. Oh, thank
Mhm.
you. Um, they lost their hair and they just look kind of cruddy, they look pasty. It was because they were deficient in everything because they had gotten rid of that bottom portion of the stomach where it puts out those enzymes, and like you said, your glands that put out those hormones that are like your satiety hormone, your hunger hormone, things like that. So yeah, it's too
Adrian,
bad.
I didn't know you were still here, but and now that's what
Yeah.
she talks about. She has, and
Yep.
that's one of the things is like, so I don't have to take vitamins. I don't have to do any of those things, but I
Mm.
don't get that signal. And I know that those two things, the thing that makes your stomach growl and what makes you know that you're full, I don't get either one of those. So it's not like
Mhm.
because when I'm eating, I can physically eat more. It's tasting good. But what happens, I have to pay attention to my stomach because, and this has happened to me so many times. I'll have the spoon, I'll do this, and I'll just kind of sit and say, no, I can't. I want it. So I know I'm not full. But if I try and put that in, it's going to come right back up. It's going to
I'm gonna
turn back
recommend
around.
something, for Adrian, and I'm not sure if you've tried this before, but they have methylated, folate. It's a liquid that you can put 2 drops under your tongue every day. It can help also with you with, the iron, and maybe it would decrease the amount of times that you have to do those iron infusions. A lot of people have that MTHFR,
Put it in
gene.
the type it in the comments for her so she can kinda see it, but keep going.
Yeah, but, crap, I'm gonna be like, "How's it spelled?"
Oh, put it in your
It's
phone first.
something.
Put it in your phone first.
Hey, you think I'm tech. I'm not tech.
Oh,
Methylated folate. We'll do it that way. It'll pick it up to where if you type that in, it'll
there we
pull
go.
it up. So, yeah, so
And now
methylated,
that's a
same
drop.
with
What is that, a pill or
yeah,
drop?
yeah. Nope, it's just liquid and you can get the liquid. And I've had people use what's called the liposomal, so it's in like an oil, it's in a fat. And so it's going to absorb really well. And you just put it like under your tongue and it helps with that. So folate, this is what drives me nuts when people get their labs and they're like, well, this is low or this is low. And I'm like, well, how's your B12? How's your folate? Well, they say my iron's low. Okay, but what's causing that? Now she knows that that part of her stomach's gone, the B12. So that makes sense that she has trouble with the iron because of the B12. But a lot of people don't have that. And I'm like, so what's your folate? What's your B12? Well, I don't know. They didn't run that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's what you need to have run so that you can see what is maybe deficient that's causing that. So
So let me
that's
pause here and say, going across the bottom of the screen, guys, uh, is my website, Laura's website, and of course Robin's website, because I didn't change this, Robin, because you're still part of. And on Laura's, which is Russell Brands with a Z dot square dot site. If you want to, you can have a one-on-one session, and Laura will go over your uh records, your blood work, and then like how you turned around and said that you were having that deficient, she's giving you this. So if if you guys wanted to talk out, plus she makes uh tallow lotion, tallow
shampoo
yeah,
bars,
all kind of stuff,
body
all kind of
butter,
stuff. And I'm telling you guys,
lemon.
catch it now because I keep trying to tell her to raise her prices and she isn't. So y'all better grab it before she starts raising her
No,
price. Lip balm, all of those things, and they're made.
candles.
Uh, yep, the candles they are made from beef tallow. That is just
Hello.
amazing. I know. Hello, hello. So,
Ah,
and then for me, I don't know who's all watching, but if you go to my website at the top, there's a word questionnaire. If you click on that, fill that out. Once you hit submit, that's not for me. That is, for you. You're just gonna document what you do. You'll receive a little ebook that will have 4 samples, menus, blank menus, list of foods, the room in the it's a lot packed into there, and all of that is free. All right. Uh Yep, look at there. Say, I appreciate the affordable price. I
I
know.
told you, I'm
Put my thing
frugal, so
on.
I understand that things,
Thank you
I
for
looked at
saying that because you know I'll be getting on her.
yeah. I was getting ready to say it, and then I was like, I'm on with G. I can't say the word G. Yeah. So I was actually looking at somebody's site because I have bought some lotions and stuff from her years ago. She does tallow and stuff as well. And I looked at the candles and they were 15 bucks. And I was like, I want to keep things to where I don't want to make a bunch of money off of it. I just like to be able to buy more product to be able to do it with. And I had so much tallow that I was like, I have some that I have saved for in case the shit hits the fan someday, because you can live off of tallow, water, and salt if you had to. And I'm fully prepared to do that before I put a bean, lentil, or a piece of rice in my mouth. But I would if I had to. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you most definitely doing a great job. Well, you guys don't have any other questions. We're gonna do this show once a month. This won't be a
Yep.
weekly or anything. So real quick, Laura, what you got going on? I don't even know what to do. Today is
Ooh,
Friday. Today
yeah.
is Good Friday. So
It is
Good
Good
Friday
Friday.
and
Yeah.
early happy Easter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do
So
you have going on?
today actually I had 2 consults. So I've been doing quite a few consults on my website. Um and I printed off all the stuff that was sent, and I am so proud of this lady. I am so proud of her. She is 71, and she sent me her labs, and she talked about a couple different doctors visits that she's had, and she has been watching Barry and a lot of the other carnivores, and she developed a backbone and knowledge. So she wrote a letter to these doctors, and it is the best. I mean, I got goosebumps right now. Literally, I have goosebumps
Mhm, mhm,
because I was like, good for you. And it was putting them in their place, telling them in a nice way. What do they call that? Shitty nice? I think it's called shitty nice, where
mhm.
you're like, shame on you. This is what my body's doing. This is what we should have done. They won't order certain things because they're like, that's stupid and that's voodoo. What she's doing is voodoo.
It's called nice nasty.
I call it shitty nice, but nice nasty is okay. That's probably nicer than what I say. But I was just so proud of her. I was like,
See?
good for
Look,
you.
nice nasty, Robin it. Yes, the nice nasty. Okay, wait a minute, question. Might you ladies consider moving your Monday show so it's not in direct conflict with Dr. Berry's big Monday live show? Well, I have thought of that, and Dr. Berry is much larger than we are, and those that want to see, you can watch live or the replay. I understand.
Yeah,
Uh, but do me a favor. On his show, go tell him to move to 1 hour later because it interferes with our show. That's go ahead and do it
yeah. We
like that.
just our times are so much different. We
Yeah.
live in so far apart from each other that it really was the most convenient
We
time
have
that all of
somebody
us
from
could get on there.
California, Tennessee, I think Ohio, Illinois. So we're stretched across.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
think,
I
is it
know.
Robin in Michigan?
That's what I mean, Michigan. I said Ohio because I'm thinking of someone else. And I do love and appreciate that Oaktown girl. But I mean, you
We're okay with
look,
that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Why go come on and watch it back on the replay. We have a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that Dr. Berry talks about. Is good information. And so, he
Absolutely.
got 1,000 of them over there. And if we just have 20, 30, it is what it is. Yeah, Ellie is down south. All right, so there we go. Yep, congrats to Laura. Most definitely. You guys, if you are not tuned in to her, please do. Please do. We need our girl to have uh Well, you got your 1,000 subscribers, so we got that part. Yay. Now we need those watch hours. So you can turn her on and just let her play. Great stuff on her channel. Y'all, the making of these products, it's on there. When she's talking to you, that nurse's heart, it's on there. So look at that.
Prepping canned meat product
That's
for
what
us
made me fall in
carnivores.
love with Laura. I didn't know you can prep meat. I know people that do vegetables, fruit, stuff like that. When
Mhm,
she turned around and was doing just straight meat, well, that's what we need. And so there we
mhm.
go.
Guess what? I have to interject one more thing. I was
Okay.
on a live last night on Nia's Way,
Uh-huh.
and there was a lady on there named Cami, I believe, and it's Last Day of Normal, I think was her web or her YouTube channel. And oh my God, she blew my mind. We were all showing our different prep things that we have. And she brings this up and it was yellow and I thought it was butter. And I was like, oh yeah, I do butter. That's cool. It was scrambled eggs, girl, with ham. And she says you can do burger and bacon and beef. And oh yeah, so guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Oh
I
yes, I
already knew
am.
you was on it. Okay, but
Yeah.
wait a minute. So she's doing this. So she cooks it. It's the same
Yep.
process that you do.
Mm,
And how
Yep.
long does this food last?
Well, I have this stuff that I have eaten that's 10 years old. I mean, you'll know if it's not good. For one, if the seal ain't good, you got to put it in your fridge and eat it right away. But if you put it on the shelf and the seal goes bad, I promise you, you will absolutely know because you will think that there's a dead body in your house. So
Mhm.
you're never going to eat something that is completely, that's going to get you sick. And if you still have your appendix, you're going to survive anyway because that's the appendix's job. So hopefully you still have it. But I have had butter, 10 years old. I've had deer meat. I've had beef, chicken, um, and fish that was 10 years old in these jars. So, I mean, that's a
Girl,
long
you
time.
about ready to make me say a cuss word because this never, ever, ever. Oh my God. And so that's why that's just
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Oh, I'm
So
doing it tomorrow. I'm doing a live video and I'm going to pressure cook it. I'm going to do it in pints. And I'm going to do it for 75 minutes and I'm going to do a video
look
showing the process
at
of
all
getting
y'all.
it.
No, Paul, we are not doing these military meals. I am so sorry. But no, look,
Yeah,
she had beef, chicken,
we
pork, and eggs canned.
yeah, absolutely. We actually had a gentleman on there last night. His name is Larry, Carnivore Soldier,
Hmm.
and he has great content too. He does wonderful work with veterans, first responders. Um, huge heart of a person. But he was talking about those MREs and K
Yeah, that's
rations
what I
and
was
things
talking
like
about.
that. Yeah, yeah. And so I mean, if you're starving to death, absolutely, you're gonna have to do that. If I'm starving to death, I got a bunch of pew pews, and I'm gonna go get me some whatever's outside. And I mean, rabbit's not my favorite, but we got a lot of rabbits out here, and I'll take care of them. So, for my channel this week, I'll get back to that since I got us off kilter there. Of course, our meaty Mondays, and then next Friday, I am going to be interviewed by Rabbi Carnivore. I think he goes by Zen Carnivore. And I think he's up around the Chicago area and he's going to interview me on his channel. And then I'm trying to think, all of my shampoo and soap bars are kind of getting done. My shampoo bars got done today. I've got those packaged up and added onto my site, and then the body soaps are starting to get done. So I will be putting those up on my site as well, and those are really good.
Hmm.
Yep, I am going to do it. I
I
am. I'm
need
going to
to.
do it step
I
by
know,
step.
girl. I need to too. You need to send me. You need to send me like what I need to buy. Uh, my jars, my stuff
Oh yeah.
because I got some stuff like out in the freezer that I'm not like
Mm.
not eating right now. So you know, I got some ground lamb. I got some stuff, and it needs to be in a cool, dry place. I don't know where I'm gonna find that. Listen for
Yeah,
everybody. Hi, Arlene. How are you? And someone, Robin wants the lemon soap.
I know. That's the one
Uh,
I just had in my hand. I haven't added them. Oaktown, I haven't put them up on my site yet because the only ones I had were the shampoo bars. I decided to do these soaps that are body soap. And oh my God, I'm gonna grab it real quick. Literally, I love lemon smell. And this has got one more week. So this Friday, these will be on my site. I don't even want to let them go. They smell so good. They are so, and you can just feel how good they are. And I will tell you, I did I did break into one the other day because I was like, I know it's only 3 weeks and 2 days, but I wanted to just see how it did in the tub. And it doesn't leave any film or like greasy. Same with the shampoo bars. That doesn't leave anything in your tub. So you're not gonna fall. And if you
okay.
fall, you're not gonna break a hip because you're a carnivore, right?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So our goal is to let me see, today is Friday. So you will see us again, the whole panel. Tonight is Robin's date night. So Robin is having a
Hey.
date with her husband and over here off to the side typing with us. So that's why she's not on here. She is sneaking. She's supposed to be watching this movie or something. They supposed to be rubbing toes. They supposed to be doing something, but she over here with us. So you will find her back here Monday, along with news that we can use from Carnivore Leo and also the Carnivore
Yeah.
family. Carnivore family.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get it right. All right, and with Rebecca. Wednesday, I have y'all hearing it here. I fired Frederick. No, no, we still do our
Poor
show
Fred.
together. But Adrian, we're going to do about the gastric surgery. She had the gastric surgery. I've had the sleeve, so she's done the bypass. I've done the sleeve, and we're gonna talk about what led up
Mm.
to it, things and stuff that we're going through
Yeah.
that let, because I tell you right now, I just wanted to be smaller. And then if I told y'all, I don't know, I'm gonna ask my husband. I did something. I forged some documents. I not already
I
told
didn't
it, but
hear
what
that.
well, I know, like I not already told it. Y'all can't hold water. And so, hey Mia. And so, baby, I got my pajamas. No, we can't do this every week because this past my bedtime. So that's another thing. We had to do it
And
after
it's
dark for some of the things
freezing.
we talking about. But doggone it, we ready to go to bed. You
I'm
freezing in your
freezing to death.
pajamas? Oh my
Yes, because
goodness.
my room, I keep this room cold because
Of the
I
food
have
and
all my
stuff.
pew pews, well, and the pew pews and the stuff that
Uh-huh.
goes in the pew pews and everything. It's better to keep those things dry and cool. So it's cool in here. So every time I get done, I'm like, damn, my nose is cold.
Yeah, I know. And at night the heat has gone down. So yeah, but we really, really appreciate when I was introduced to the
Daddy.
carnivore diet, I felt like I had found the fountain of youth. I felt like I was aging backwards, that so many things that I thought that I was going to continue my struggle with, that I would struggle. With that being said, finding this, you if you built like Bliss has been, she's an OG. She been with me since the beginning. She's seen like when we were over in that area, I didn't change all little places
Yeah.
around the house trying to do. We've done live. I I'm feeling we just got to get this information out. We just got to get the information out. There is a
Yes.
lot going on with us ladies. Everybody need to reach out to somebody and bring them on
Yep.
in. Bring them on in. We have you like to see Frederick running. I know. I did. Oh, and that's another thing. This will be last thing. Y'all know I turned the cartwheel. Cause see, that means y'all didn't watch the video. Because what I did was I put the video and overlaid it on a stream. So when I was talking, I had said I'm gonna turn a cartwheel when I'm 60, and then boop boop boop. There you saw it. So hey, yeah. So here, the carnivore diet have me thinking that I can turn a cartwheel at 60. So yep, we in here finding this stuff out. But I love the ladies coming together where, look, hopefully everybody go and have a good time. You already in your pajamas. These are pajamas. I done already took my shower. So let me go back there and throw my hoo-ha on him. I couldn't do a cartwheel at 12. I
Me
know.
neither.
But see, I could do a split and everything. I have
Mm,
not tried to work it to
nope,
do the split, baby. I could do a
nope.
split with my legs going like this, and I can do it
Mm-mm.
with my right leg up and my left leg going back. And I think that if I keep going, I could probably do that split again because
Mm.
of how I stretch. I have more movement in this right leg. This left leg can go back. I can't turn it another way though. uh get some snuggles with you. And no, that
That's right.
a lot of times that's one of the things how we end with challenges. So I challenge all of the ladies. Now if you're not married or you don't have that significant other or anything like that, it is okay. I don't know if you got your friend in the side drawer. I don't know. You just might want to have a bubble bath. I don't know. But you're a carnivore boo boo, so you go and do whatever it is that you want to do tonight. um, yeah, I love talking about stuff like this. I have to say, Laura really tried to keep it. Okay, we're gonna get back on topic now, and then there I am going off to the side and this side. Yeah, there you are. All right, so we talked about some deficiencies. We talked about some hormonal imbalances, bone health. Most definitely, I don't know if we touched that much on digestion, weight management. This is it. Eat what you want in this
Yep.
food
Eat till you're
category.
full.
There you go. And you go with that, your energy levels. Of course, I'm always talking about intimacy and libido. We talked about pregnancy. And the only thing in regards to long term is give your body a chance to heal itself.
I do have my blanket.
You do?
She said, "Bring your blanket." I do. I'm in here like a caterpillar. I'm in a
Oh, there you go.
cocoon and I'm
Look,
still cold.
they gonna watch you tomorrow. So yeah, we are.
Okay.
It's be Saturday morning,
Yeah.
honey. We just lay up and
And
watch Laura.
I'm gonna do a two-parter. So I'm gonna do one where I've cooked the eggs and stuff, putting them into the jars. She said to do a wide mouth jar because that's easier to clean because the egg stuff's gonna stick to the sides of the jar. And I'll show that getting it into the canner, getting it up to temp and all that stuff. Then I'll do a second one when they're done, showing what they look like once you take them out and set them out. So it'll be a two-parter because I am not techie and I do not want to even try to get into doing videos and whatever that's called when you guys fix them all up and take stuff out and 16 ums that I do. I'm not an editor or whatever. So I'll just do a two-parter, but that's what I will do.
Is it gonna be live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then we don't take the ums out if it's live. You don't do
Well,
that
I
on your
know, but
recorded one. All
I
right, let
ain't
me see
doing it on my recorded ones.
what we got here. This will be our last one. So we are older than you are. I'm 66 and Max is 68. And we are doing a little more walking. Very good.
Oh yeah.
Under the desk cycle. Very
Good.
good. And the shake plate.
And the shake plate.
Hey.
Good.
Okay, so 66
Never
and
too late.
68, you can still go back there and do the hoo-ha.
I
Hey.
got 3 97-year-old female patients right now, and they all live at home on their own, so it can be done.
Did Frederick get the Flex Pro? Must not, because I haven't seen it. I don't know what is the Flex Pro.
I don't know. I missed that part.
I know, Paul, you're gonna have to let me know. I ordered I ordered a trampoline. I thought it was gonna be here today, but it wasn't. He said he said, "You got that for the grandbaby?" No, I got that for me. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to start that too, honey. I don't set up my little area and stuff up there. We are getting the shake plate. No,
Oh,
he didn't. He didn't. We did a trampoline. Uh
I like the trampoline.
yeah, so we're gonna see, and
Yeah.
we have the bands and all this other stuff. Y'all gonna see. Uh you looking for a rebounder too. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. All right, y'all doing some of those. All right, guys. So we're all
Yeah.
tuning in to Laura tomorrow so we can
Yeah.
see this canning. All of us need to do that, and you'll see us Monday, right?
Yep.
All
We will
right.
see you guys Monday.
In the meantime, peace out. Thank